Sigma males are usually misunderstood, and others are frequently perplexed by the distinct perspective they bring to discussions. They get the impression that no one understands them, but that's all right. They have become accustomed to it. They are determined to live their lives in accordance with their own principles and standards, even if doing so requires them to spend much of their time by themselves. If you identify as a Sigma male, you've probably been through all of these 12 frustrating situations at some point in your life. Number 1. Constant inquiries from others as to whether or not you are all right. Because Sigma males are often fairly stoic, it can be challenging for others to read their feelings. This frequently results in others asking them over and over again whether they are okay, despite the fact that they are doing just fine. They have the impression that people always question what they are feeling, and this causes them a great deal of frustration. When someone reports that they are okay, it would be lovely if others could just accept their word for it, but unfortunately, this is not the case most often. Even though Sigma males are aware that by asking so many questions, others are attempting to express their care for them, the fact that they have to deal with this continual questioning may be rather frustrating for them. Sigma males are regularly urged to grin more, despite the fact that they are quite content with the way that their faces now seem to others. People presume incorrectly that they are depressed while in reality they are merely really contemplating something. Number 2. You made a statement that is completely self-explanatory, yet nobody got it. Sigma males have a significant store of knowledge and insight, but they are not always in a position to impart any of these qualities to others. This is due to the fact that people frequently fail to comprehend them or take them seriously. When you try to communicate your thoughts with other people, but they don't understand what you mean, it may be really irritating. When it comes to topics that really excite them, Sigma males frequently get the impression that they are yelling at a brick wall. This is especially true when it comes to issues concerning their interests. They are aware that they have a lot to contribute, yet it can be difficult to convince others of this. This may be rather frustrating, especially when they are attempting to assist another person who is having difficulty due to the fact that Sigma males are ahead of the curve. In most cases, they are required to simplify their thoughts. Although it might be difficult for others to comprehend, these people do what they do because they have no choice. If they don't do this, people will look at him as though they have lost their minds, and they won't be taken seriously. Sigma males are skilled in identifying the factors that contribute to a problem and projecting what that problem will mean for the future. This indicates that they are able to identify issues that other people are not even aware of. Because of this, they are misinterpreted and regarded as bizarre or peculiar, and here's why. Number 3. You are embarrassing yourself in each and every photo. When they see a camera pointed in their direction, many Sigma males lack the natural inclination to break into a wide, toothy grin and smile. They believe that it is okay to be joyful even if one does not make a public display of one's joy. Their features often maintain such a blank and expressionless expression that it may appear as though they are making an effort to grimace. This expression is so natural that it still amazes them when they are forced to grin, but then it gets worse when they attempt, which merely makes them appear like prisoners who were commanded to pretend cheerful for the sake of the audience. Although there are certainly certain Sigma males who have perfected the skill of faking a grin, the vast majority of them continue to appear very odd in photographic documentation. This may be pretty irritating, particularly when they're attempting to snap a cute picture with their significant other. Number 4. Having knowledge of a superior method while receiving zero credence from others. A piece of knowledge that might significantly enhance a circumstance is frequently contained among Sigma messages. They tell others about the knowledge, but nobody believes them, and there are no viable alternatives. Either you fight like a jerk or you let someone else's problem spoil someone else's day. The choice is yours. The vast majority of Sigma males routinely go through this scenario. This may be quite irritating for them, particularly when they are sure that they are correct. Sigma. Even when they are attempting to help other people, men have to deal with a lot of mistrust and doubt from other people. Even when the change is for the better, people often have a difficult time adapting to it. This may be rather frustrating for Sigma males who are only trying to make the lives of others a little bit better. Number 5. Having someone else into your personal space without your consent. The Sigma males place a high premium on their privacy and the time they spend by themselves. This is due to the fact that they are introverts who require alone time in order to maintain their energy levels. They need some time to themselves because being around other people for an extended period of time leaves them feeling exhausted. Those who are accustomed to being in the company of extroverts may find this situation quite challenging. Sigma men are sometimes put in the position of having to justify their desire for time alone to others, which may be a challenge because not everyone will understand. They need time to ponder and reflect on their lives, but they are unable to do so when they are continuously being interrupted, and this prevents them from meeting their needs. Sigma males frequently have the impression that they need to construct a barrier to prevent other individuals from intruding on their personal space. When, in reality, all they are doing is attempting to save their energy levels, they may come out as impolite or unfriendly. It's not that Sigma males don't like being around other people. It's simply that in order for them to be able to operate properly, they want time to themselves. They despise it when unexpected guests show up or when their routine is disrupted without prior warning. This is due to the fact that they want to have authority over both their surroundings and their own schedule. Number 6. You are always the last person to get new information about things. When it comes to keeping up with what's happening in the globe, Sigma males are frequently behind the times. This is due to the fact that they are not interested in engaging in idle chit-chat or gossip. They would much prefer spend their time either being productive or gaining new knowledge on a topic of their choosing. This may be pretty irritating, especially when they appear to be the only ones who are in the dark about what's going on around them. It sometimes seems as though Sigma males are living in their own little universe, which may be very isolating for them. They are aware that they are not losing out on anything that is really significant, therefore this does not bother them too much. They do not always have the same concerns or priorities as other people, since their priorities are simply distinct from those of other people. Many members of Sigma find it hilarious when they are the only ones who are unaware of a major news story. They merely shrug their shoulders and go on with their lives, knowing that there are other things in life that are more important than what is occurring in the. Because they believe it to be a waste of their time, many Sigma males do not watch television or read the news. They almost always learn about novel topics by word of mouth or by chance. Number 7. Being enraged to calm down or pick yourself up when you are in a good mood. Already the tendency of Sigma individuals to bottle up their feelings might give the impression that they are emotionally aloof or indifferent. However, just due to the fact that they do not reveal their feelings on the does not imply that they are not experiencing things internally in any way. In point of fact, Sigma males have a more profound understanding of how things make them feel. They simply don't communicate it in the same way that other people do. As a consequence of this, many people get the incorrect impression that male Sigma males are perpetually agitated or stressed out. They aren't forced to put on a happy front since they are truly content with their lives and have no reason to lie about it. Even when they are experiencing genuine joy, the expressions on their faces give the impression that they are not. This is due to the fact that they consider their sentiments to be something personal and so keep them to themselves. Even the upbeat ones don't see the point in faking an excessive amount of happiness in their daily lives. They find that the activities with a purpose, which the majority of people do not consider to be enjoyable, are the ones that bring them the most joy. They have a solemn appearance that gives the impression that they are under a great deal of pressure, concern, or anguish. Number 8. You are always the one in the minority. Sigma males frequently have the impression that they do not belong with the rest of society. This is due to the fact that they stand out from everyone else in a significant way. They are nonconformists who follow the rhythm of their own drum in whatever they do. They don't always go along with the crowd or act in accordance with the standards of society. This may be rather annoying, particularly when other people are continually scrutinizing the person in question. Males who identify as Sigma frequently have the impression that they must justify their decisions and behaviors to others. Sigma males recognize that being unique is not necessarily a negative quality and they take pride in their individuality. When others are content with merely adequate performance, it might give a Sigma male the impression that they are living in the wrong world. Although this does not imply that Sigma males are the most clever individuals in the world, it is true that they have a propensity to think in a manner that is distinct from that of the typical person. They are more self-reliant and introspective, both of which contribute to the sensation that they are understood by others. They often discover their calling in life and then construct their own little universe around themselves. This may be quite fulfilling for them, and it makes them feel less isolated in a world that makes no sense to them. Number 9. People frequently misinterpret your reserved demeanor as arrogance. Sigma males are the sort of men that are quiet and reserved in conversation. Their preference to be quiet and soak in their surroundings, which often gives the impression that they are superior. People have the misconception that Sigma males are arrogant and believe they are superior to everyone else. This is the farthest thing from the truth possible. Sigma males just do not have the same need as other species to break the stillness with inane chit-chat. They have no problem whatsoever listening to what other people have to say and taking in the information. They give off the impression that they are difficult to approach due to their reserved attitude. Yet, once you get to know them, you'll find that they are some of the most accessible and genuine individuals you'll ever encounter. They are not arrogant in any way. They just don't see the point in talking for the sake of talking since they don't think it's necessary. They despise small conversation and the act of engaging in it. They would like to have a meaningful chat about something that they are enthusiastic about rather than anything else. It's only that other individuals perceive their lack of speech to be an indication of superiority. Because of this, it may be quite upsetting for Sigma males when others who don't know them make incorrect assumptions about them. They might not talk much, but when they do, what they have to say is typically interesting and worth paying attention to. They have the ability to think before they speak, which makes them frequently the most reasonable member of a group. Number 10. Your thoughts are always floating out into the ether. Males of the Sigma social group are said to frequently have their heads in the clouds and to constantly be thinking about something. Because of this, others who are in close proximity to them may find it quite irritating because they are often daydreaming or lost in contemplation. It's not that Sigma males don't want to be present. It's simply that their minds are always going in a million other directions at once. They are perpetually preoccupied with something, whether it is a challenge they are attempting to overcome or a fresh concept they are pondering at this very now. The continual thinking that Sigma males engage in may be rather draining at times, but it's also what makes them so creative and brilliant. They are always coming up with new ideas, which might bother people around them who want them to just focus on the subject that they are currently working on. Because of this, they are also quite good at finding solutions to problems. They consistently have the ability to look at situations from a unique angle and generate original ideas about how to solve problems. Number 11. You are frequently accused of having no emotion at all. Males that identify as Sigma typically have a rough appearance and might give off the impression of being icy or callous. This is due to the fact that they do not censor themselves and say things just as they are. They are not the kind of person who makes things sound better than they are or attempts to cheer up others around them. This may give the impression that they are uncaring. Nevertheless, all that it truly reflects is their candor. They would rather be honest with you, even if it means breaking your heart, than give you a falsehood that would make you feel better about yourself. Males of the Sigma genus are known for their forthrightness and frankness. They don't believe in sugarcoating things and will tell you precisely what they believe. They won't beat about the bush. Depending on this might be seen either positively or negatively. In spite of the fact that some people find their honesty to be refreshing while others find it to be off-putting, it is impossible to accuse them of being dishonest. They never hide their motivations and are always open and honest about them. However, if things become bad enough, a Sigma's normal response is to pull inside himself and try to find a solution by thinking everything through from the beginning. This might give the impression that they lack compassion because they are not an emotionally intelligent creature. However, this is simply how that person's thinking operates. Number 12. To experience joy, you don't require a lot of things. Sigma males frequently discover that the absence of material possessions provides them with the greatest sense of well-being. They are content with the simple things in life and don't require a large number of people or expensive belongings to do so. They are content doing their own thing and do not require the entertainment of others to be fulfilled. This is something that could be hard to grasp for other people. They are the lone wolves of society and are very content being in the company of just themselves. They typically find themselves justifying their lack of isolation to others around them. They are content to spend time by themselves. They often live a simple lifestyle and don't require a lot of material possessions in order to get by. Sigma men enjoy the uncomplicated aspects of life and are grateful for the minutiae of it. Because of this, they are among of the happiest individuals you will ever have the pleasure of meeting. They never brag about their wealth or attempt to keep up with the Joneses, as the saying goes. Since of this, it is impossible to differentiate between a typical Sigma and a wealthy Sigma because both types of Sigma do not let their material belongings to define who they are.
Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And do share with your friends so we may continue to create them. To see more videos like this, subscribe and don't forget to turn on the notification bell. Additionally, make sure to check out our other videos. Thank you for watching.